Tonight we got on Sophyne West. Stay tuned.
Talkingjunknetwork,
where entertainment lives.
Welcome to Talking Junk.
I'm your host, Jason Melendez.
Live now every week on Fridays.
Talking Junk.
A multitude of professionals in different aspects, different walks of life.
You have to come on and talk junk like a normal person.
Welcome to Talking Junk, the podcast that comes to you live every Friday night from YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I'm your host, Jason Melendez, here with another great guest. Today, my man is coming from the West Side, fresh off of locking the streets of LA down for his new music video. My man, Mr. Robert Sophyne West.
Man, what's happening with it?
OG, how's it going? What's going on, man?
I'm blessed out here in Inglewood right now. I got to do I get off of this. How you doing?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing great. I'm just glad to have you on.
Always. It's a pleasure to be on, bro. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Shit, pleasure's all mine, brother. Now, for those fools out there that don't know who you are, why don't you give them a little rundown about your life?
Okay, well, first and foremost, my name is Sophyne. I'm from San Diego, California. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Sophyne West, or you can find me at Rob West. I'm an actor. I'm a rapper. I'm an all-around real dude. I'm a street dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come up with no silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't get nothing handed to me. I was born in Chicago and I moved to San Diego in '85. I was a poor kid with big feet. I didn't have nothing but some talent. You know what I'm saying? So in San Diego, growing up in the '80s, it was real dangerous. And for me to be a Crip and my city to be a blood city,
Oh, it looks like we lost him a little bit. A little service connections. Like I said, Sophyne is a busy man. He's always on the move, so that's why the connection problems are happening. While he's having that connectivity problem, let me let y'all know that this man's resume is long and has luxurious names on it. Let me just give you a few real quick. Teddy Riley, The Alcoholics, Digital Underground, Lloyd Banks, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, The Game, Travis Barker, Too Short, Treach, Kurupt, and Tech Nine. And that's just to name a few. This man's been all over the place. Just recently, he tried out for a role. He took in a casting call, and he landed a role in director Brian Cooper's new film, Run Nixon, alongside former B2K member Little Fizz, and the 2020 Midnight Film Best Actor, Emperor, I'm going to butcher your name, so I apologize, Kaioyus. Oh, there he goes. Little connection. It's all good. Little connection problem. I was just letting the people know a little bit on your resume, a little bit of those names that you gave me. You had the Teddy Riley, Alcoholics, Digital Underground, Lloyd Banks. So when did you get started in the rap game?
Man, I've been doing this shit my whole life, but when I was young, all I had was TV. You know what I'm saying? That was it. I had an abusive father, you know what I'm saying? And the streets was calling me, and I was trying to stay out the streets. So all I had was TV, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of manifested my destiny just inside the house so much watching TV. I used to watch Taz from the Alcoholics, and I used to watch Razkaz. I used to watch Digital Underground and Tupac a lot. And I kind of manifested them into my life because when I went outside, music was the only thing, homie, that would save me from being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I put my headphones on to keep my head down,
Right.
So,
got you.
I say like around 13, 14. I really started being serious, you know what I mean, performing on street corners downtown, in TJ and rap contests and shit like that. And then, you know, we took that from there to downtown San Diego. We got kind of famous down there, acting a fool, you know what I mean? And from there, we came to LA and started from there.
Right. So when did you get your big break?
I mean, honestly, bro, I kind of hit a lick, bro, in life. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of niggas don't want to admit it and shit. You feel me? I done had a hard ass life, so I kind of say I hit a lick. For a nigga to come from where I came from and to live the type of life I live, it's kind of like all these great things that's happening to me were just like me being in the right place at the right time. Like I got a homeboy named Miz. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with him, and his whole life he like, you know, my cousin is Tash from Alcoholics. And then, you know, when I get around 14, 15, I meet Tash. You know what I'm saying? And me and Tash went on world tours. I'm walking down the street in San Diego when I was like 14, and Gonzo, rest in peace, my brother, you know, from, you know, he was from Ice Cube's first group, Caution, you know what I'm saying, from the regime. He hopped out on me and asked me about some weed type shit. And then later on in life, I'm fucking with him on tour. And it was just, I kind of hit licks in life, you know, being in the right place, you know?
Right, right. So it must have been crazy for you to watch him growing up and then go on tour with him.
Bro, my sister used to be in love with Taz, right? I remember we used to be sitting on the floor in front of the TV watching Rap City and shit, you know what I'm saying? And she used to be in love with this dude. And I used to just be like, it was so cold because, you know, they was representing LA, but they had that hip hop vibe. It was real hip hop, and it was just, it added a variety to the music that we do in California. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So that to watch him on stage, I actually remember one time we was on stage in front of like 100,000 people, and Taz walked up on me and nudged me like, "We ain't in Chula Vista no more, right?" He see me about to freeze up. Hey, he see me about to freeze up in front of all them people. He's like, "We ain't in Chula Vista no more, dude."
Nah, Tash is cool as fuck, man. He was on the Tuesday night podcast we do with King Tech on the Takeover. He's cool as fuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my big bro, man. I don't know where I'd be without that man.
So after you got put on and you started making your way into business, what led you to go on your acting? What was it? A casting call you went to this 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Man, to tell you the truth, one of my first rap partners, his name is Daryl Silver Hughes, right? And when I was in college, I had an opportunity to either go to San Diego State on a transfer agreement and play football or go on tour with my bro. And we went on tour, right, with this dude named Johnny Zasueta. And as soon as we left California, I never heard of him. As soon as we left California, this dude had like the #1 song everywhere. So me and Silver stayed real tight. And he started acting. He'd been in a lot of movies. Two Can Play That Game, How to Be a Player, Star Trek, all that shit. So one day I met his acting agent. His agent told him, "Man, why don't you tell that dude to get some headshots?" And I kind of bullshitted like, "Headshots, bro? What are you talking about, right?" So I called his camera guy. We took some headshots, and I just remember him saying to me, "Man, like, why don't you smile?" And I was like, you know, just too tough for TV. I was like, "Man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to smile about. Like, you know what I'm saying?"
Right.
So
nobody in the hood smiles in their pictures.
You understand what I'm saying? So he told this chick, he's black, mind you. You know what I'm saying? So he had this little Asian chick with him that was holding the little sun visor. And I remember he whispered something in her ear, and she went over there and she lifted her shirt up. And she was like, "Cheese." And I just started laughing and just busting up laughing. And I remember the whole time I was laughing, he was just snap, 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 right?
Right.
And then he was like, "Come here." And bro, this changed my life. He said, "Come here." And I walked over to him and he said, "Look." And he just caught me laughing, but you know, some of them were goofy, but some of those pictures were so dope. And he was just like, "Look, GQ magazine, look, this is Gucci. Look, this is HBO, like this is," and I'm looking and I could see it. You know what I mean?
Right. He brought his vision full circle.
I promise you, and I could see it. So from that aspect, you know, I had my mind on it, but I was just playing with it. I never really thought about it. And then I swear to God, bro, this lady hit me on my Instagram and sent me a link to my own music video. And she's like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "This guy is shooting this movie, and I think you should send him your video." So I checked out his page, and his followers were right, and he was shooting with Lil Fizz from Love and Hip Hop and B2K. And me and Lil Fizz had a cool little run-in Las Vegas. We was out there gambling and shut down the table and shit. And we said we were gonna link up, but we never did. So I fuck with energy. So I seen that. I said, okay, let me do this. I sent him my shit, and he hit me back immediately like, bro, I got this role for you. I feel like you'd be perfect for it. I want you to play this Crip named Big Bird, right? So when I read that, I started laughing because I'm really a Crip from San Diego, and my family's name is Bird. So I would probably be like Tiny Bird or something.
And you pretty tall.
You understand what I'm saying? So he was like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So I get there, bro. And no. So he sends me the lines, but he sends me the lines for another character he wanted me to read for. So when I got there, he introduced me as Big Bird, but I had never read those lines. So I was like, oh shit, I didn't know what to do. So I told the production assistant, Alyssa, I was like, Alyssa, I need the lines. She gave me the lines. I went and got in the car, bro, and I felt like I was gonna chicken out. Man, I swear, I looked in the mirror. I looked at myself in the rearview mirror. I like, Sophyne, you piece of shit. You talk all that shit like you're this and you're that, and this is your opportunity. I just had a son, you know what I'm saying? He about to turn 1 on the 19th. So I'm like, if you take this from Amaru, I appreciate you, brother. I told myself, you know, if you take this opportunity from Amaru, you ain't shit. And I hopped out the car, actor, bro.
Shit, that's what's up. That's what's
Straight
up.
up.
Now, a lot of rappers have a story on how they got their name or how they came to pick their name. How did you get the name Sophyne? And tell me why it was because of the ladies.
Okay. Off top. Okay. So that's crazy. So when I was young, I used to go to this school. Well, first and foremost, I'm Lil Sophyne. You know what I mean? I got a big homie named Sophyne.
Okay.
And the reason why I chose the name, because it was like inevitable. When I was young, growing up in Southeast, there used to be this dude named Sophyne. I used to see him, you know, flying down the street. He used to have this green glass house, right? And back then, you know, lowriders were everything. And he used to wear this big straw hat, this Raiden hat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he'd be flying. He always had some beautiful car packed with beautiful ladies in the car. And me and my homie used to be like, I'm gonna be like him when I grow up. You know, I'm gonna be like him. That's gonna be my car. He's gonna give me that hat. You know what I'm saying? And then I started going to school, and you know, I thought I was tough and shit, and I wasn't really into the ladies. And there used to be this girl, and she was a nerd, bro. I'm talking about like with the braces, the helmet, and all the shit on, right? And she used to always chase me around. Oh my God, you're so fine. Oh my God, right? every day. And everybody used to laugh and shit. And I remember, you know, all semester, one day after school, they were building this movie theater, and they were letting you go to the movies for free for a month. And everybody used to ditch school and go over there. So we're all ditching school. We're going across the street. And this girl, she was trying to ride her bike across the street. And one of the kids at the school, like threw a golf ball, bro, and hit her in the head, knocked her off the bike. And everybody started laughing and shit. Yeah, and everybody started laughing and shit, right? And I went over there and beat dude ass. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, you know, I was picked on when I was a little kid. My stepdad picked on me, and I was picked on because I didn't have shoes. I didn't have money. I didn't have clothes. So I don't like bullies and shit. So I beat him up and everything. I got kicked out of school. I went to another school. So when I got to the other school, somebody from the last school was there and was like, oh, you're that Sophyne guy. And it just stuck from there. Everybody, every day, Sophyne, what's up? You know what I mean? And there it is there.
So you owe your rap name to one little groupie and somebody you beat the fuck up.
Oh God, at like 13 years old, 12, 13.
That's what's up. Now, when did you start hooking up with the big names?
I mean, to be honest with you, I would say, you know, Tash. You know what I'm saying? I've always had a knack, you know what I'm saying, to move around and be able to stick my foot in doors and get my hand in situations. But I mean, to be honest with you, I got two OG homies in this shit, right? Cletus Mac from Digital Underground. If y'all don't know who that is, you know, when Pot came from the East Coast to Oakland, you know, Clee was the one that moved around with him, you know what I'm saying, and showed him how to get around and all that shit. He was with Digital Underground. So, you know, we worked with Cletus Mac, and Clee, he's the one that really introduced me to Shock G and Humpty Hump and a lot of these cats on the Oakland side, the Mechanics and and you know, Richie Rich and Yuck Mouth and the Loonies. You know what I'm saying? Money B, shout out to Cletus Mac, Money B and the Loonies, Yuck Mouth and KT. You know, KT Fornin, man. You know, we out here, we outside in California, so it's like it's a natural thing when you go to the store and you see somebody at the store. And Dub C, I might be at the studio and see Dub, and we, man, we gonna work, and then wind up in the studio and we working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
so it's just like you said, right place,
no,
right
go ahead.
time.
Right place, right time. But I mean, you know, it's not even that either, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of keeping it real and being around real motherfuckers because the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real recognize real.
That part.
So, is there anything on tour with Tash? Any stories you could tell us?
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Let me pour up a shot real quick. I know I'm gonna need this.
yeah. Fuck yeah. First and foremost, I don't know if I was ready for tour, if I was ready and if I completely understood and encompassed. Let me say this, bro. Cause I've been saying this a lot on my Instagram. If y'all got me on Instagram, it's at Sophyne West, right? I try to pop my days with a daily ism. It's like a daily affirmation, right?
Right.
And I say a lot that we misappropriate our access a lot, right?
We do.
And what I mean by that is, yeah, it could be some little kid, right? And he's getting up in the morning and he wants to use the bathroom and brush his teeth, and his sister's in the bathroom. He's banging on the door, kicking the door. He's doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's pulling her hair when she gets out, and he don't care who she is. That's his sister. But when she walks out in the world, that's Kim Kardashian, or that's, you know, J-Lo, or that's Meg Thee Stallion, or one of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coy Leray. And it's like, you know, that's his sister. But it's still a misappropriation of access. And, you know, Tash is my brother, bro. And I'm glad that I never misappropriated my access to bro, because the world loves this man. And I mean, the world loves this man. It's bigger than hip hop. It's bigger than just rap. He leaves an impression. He leaves a mark instead of a stain everywhere he goes.
Right. He definitely does, man. He definitely does. And it's a positive one, too.
Positive. It's positive. Bro eats right. He eats healthy. You know what I'm saying? He's doing good. Like, you know,
no more
bro
drinking, right?
Drink
They're not the
nothing.
alcoholics no more.
Man, smokeaholics, man. It's gonna be the licks for life, but it's smokeaholics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, we got a strand. You know what I'm saying? It's called Smokeaholics. It's in a lot of dispensaries out in LA and San Diego right now. We trying to move around and saturate the country with the shit. You know, shout out to Smokeaholics.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my
Radio,
hands on it.
Shout out to King T. Oh yeah, we're gonna make sure you get that.
Word. I need some
shout
of that.
out to King T too.
Shit, I might have to take a trip out there for Desmos' birthday in September, man. Everybody gonna be there.
Oh yeah, you already know it's gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go. I need to go see Desmos. Desmos down in Dominican Republic, living good, living his life, living his best life.
Right. He a short flight away from me, like an hour, because I'm in Florida, so he right off the coast.
Oh yeah, you right there. I told you I'm about to come out there.
Hell yeah, man. Just let me know. I told you I'll pull up.
Yeah, my little bro Mister got a house out there. He's doing good, but yeah, bro. So you know, people misappropriate the access to people. So it's like when we go on tour, we get on tour. You know, you might show up in Colorado and you find out whoever's in Colorado, they find out Cash is there, or J-Ro or E Swift, they're showing up. If Tila's there, they're showing up. It don't matter who it is, right? So yeah. You know, we get to New York and we're performing at BB King's, and the night before, I want to say they had Raekwon or Ghostface. I think they had Raekwon there the night before, but it was a Sunday night. So I think what the promoter did was he thought that the Raekwon show was going to do just ridiculous numbers, and he was going to use that money to pay us, right?
Right.
On Monday.
Why wouldn't they? It's a home show, so why wouldn't they? You know what I mean?
Right. So our show was on Monday. So when we get there, first and foremost, we're staying at what is that called? Madison Square Gardens across the street. So
oh shit.
The hotel we stand at.
Is it the Marriott? I think it's the Marriott.
Period. Period. It's the Marriott right there. We get in the room, and it's a rat the size is the biggest size of a fucking cat dead in the center of the room. And you got to know we're paying like $650, $700 a night for this room.
Welcome to New York.
So we go over there, we do the sound check, everything, the club, everybody's like, okay, this is dope, the club's gonna be dope. We go do the show. When we get there though, one more time, when everybody finds out Tash is there, everybody pulls up. You understand what I'm saying? So we out there, the Rockness Monster comes out, Sean Price's wife comes out, the Beat Nuts come out, Razzcast comes out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We pack the house. It goes belligerent. Now, after the show, it's time for them to pay us. And they're like, can you come tomorrow in the morning? What?
We ain't come tomorrow with your performance, motherfucker.
Hotel, they supposed to reimburse us and all that shit. It's BB King's. You know what I'm saying? We had Sean Price's wife want to come out, surprise everybody. You know, we was gonna come. We was not gonna come, right?
Right.
So I forgot to add this little small detail. I was on the run at the time too.
Oh shit.
so you know, right before we go on tour, I was about to get married, and me and my wife walk into a store, and it's around time Donald Trump was running for office, and people in San Diego, I'm from San Diego, so people in San Diego was going crazy. White people was going crazy, I ain't gonna lie. And it's the lady inside the store, she's wearing this Harley vest on top of her Circle K vest, and her and my wife, ex-wife, get into it, and she's like, this stupid black nigger bitch about to piss me off. In the store, the lady that works there. I promise. So I really think her and my wife gonna get into it, and it don't happen. I grab my wife by the hand, like, come on, baby, let's go. We get to the door, and when we get to the door, it just hit me in my head like, damn, she just hella disrespected my wife. We're about to get married. I'm not even married to this lady yet. We're about to get married in like 2 weeks. I'm like, that's crazy. So I turn around about to say something. She's like, you can get your black ass out of here too. So I got this cup of coffee in my hand. I throw it on the ground. Like, you can clean that shit up and walk out the store. This lady calls the police and tells the police I threw the coffee in her face. Not only did I throw my cup, but I threw my wife's cup in her face too. 2 cups of coffee in her face. I don't got no
crazy.
burn marks. Ain't nobody else. I promise. And they try to strike me out. For real, for real. I went to court. They tried to strike me out. I walked out of court. And at that time, nothing was happening in my career music-wise. So it was just stagnant. And I swear to God, that same night, I got 2 phone calls. One phone call from Gonzo. Gonzo said, meet me at Paramount Studios. We're finna record for the All Eyes on Me soundtrack. And I got on the phone with him, and 10 minutes later, Taz called me like, show up the blow up, we going on tour.
Hey.
So now we're in New York, and they don't want to pay us. So the next morning I wake up, you know, I'm the wild card. So everybody try to like creep out the room before I could get up and figure out what's going on. So everybody's down at the spot, except for a couple motherfuckers. I think Tash and maybe J-Raw. I think E Swift was down there, Razzcast was down there, Demont, which was acting as the manager right now, and Raz manager. So I get up and I walk down there because they got like a 10-minute head start on me and shit. You feel me? So I get up and I walk down there. Boom. So I get down there, and when I get down there, they're playing the ice game. They icing us out. They ignoring us. They sending us to this office and that office and this office and that office. So we finally go downstairs, and there's some ladies walking around, and there's this dude in the office, and the office is all glass. And he's sitting there. Hey, check me out, bro. He's sitting on this bullshit right here, like trying to see if we went away. He don't want to look up. He's just on that computer, beating shit out that computer, right?
He's on that sneak shit.
So, yeah. So when I just had too much, I just say, hey, oh, you got all these ladies walking around in here? There's 6 men in here waiting on our money, and you're the money man, and you ain't gonna say nothing? I know you hear me. Oh, you don't hear me? Oh, okay. I walk over to the desk. It was an envelope right there that said petty cash, right? I picked it up. And then there was another one underneath that said petty cash. I picked it up. There was another one underneath that. I picked it up. I said, oh yeah, this looks like about it right here. Hey, Raz, come here. How much you say they owe you? Dude hopped up out the chair real quick, came outside. Hold on. Let me make a phone call. Like, yeah, okay. They sent motherfuckers to the bank and got that money quick, bro. Oh God.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah. They need
Yeah,
to, because
yeah, yeah.
I hear that all the time, bro. That promoters always play with y'all money, and that's some crazy shit.
And we like BB Kings, bro. My girls got me some ice cream from the ice cream man. We like BB Kings, bro. This is
And
like one of the biggest
congrats
venues in
on your engagement too, bro. Congrats.
Oh, no. It's my ex-wife.
Oh
That was
shit.
Yeah, hey, the crazy part is I wound up going to prison behind that, and she left me for the dead while I was in prison.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was the best thing that ever happened because when that happened, you know, she was trying to press me. It was crazy, bro. I had never been in love before, so I was battling with myself. Like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? You know, when she tell me don't go to the studio, stay home, don't. Is this love? Am I supposed to not be? I am gone too long, so I'm fighting with myself, right?
Right.
And I'm thinking that I'm fighting with myself to square up, and I don't want to leave it alone. But she's really trying to stop me from living my dreams and shit. So, in hindsight, I know for absolute fact if I had stayed with her, this book wouldn't be done right now. I wouldn't be fucking with Rick Ross right now. I wouldn't have just did all this shit that I'm doing right now, the movie, the minis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
so why don't you tell us a little bit about that? You said you got a book coming out?
Yeah, so I got a book. I wrote a book while I was locked up. It's called Money, Power, and Muscle, Volume 1, the infrastructure. And it's pretty much about the legalization of medical marijuana and you know, the influence that urban culture and hip hop had on it, bro. But I made it an urban fiction.
Okay.
I've had like a ridiculous life, bro. I've had so much ridiculous things happen to me in my life that I could literally just go on my head, pick a situation, and create a whole behind it. But when they legalized medical marijuana, the first thing I noticed was I got 5 on it. Came full circle back around, full circle. This began thrusting the G's back into position right now. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
It opened up a lane for cats like Taz, cats like Digital Underground, Shock G, rest in peace, and Money B, cats like Razkaz, cats like Weasel Logue and Kurupt to come with the Moon Rocks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Burner, he did the industry such a big service when he came it was timing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Burner ushered in because when he came in, he came with Richie Rich, he came with Snoop, he came with motherfuckers that had their hand on West Coast hip hop, but the medical marijuana industry at the same time. So we owe him a big 1,000 thanks and flowers.
Hell yeah, make sure we fucking send him those, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the medical flower.
Facts.
Now, what you got? Yeah, shout out to Cookies. What you got cooking up with Rick Ross right now?
Okay, so Freeway Rick Ross, the actual Freeway Rick, not the rapper.
Okay.
Me and Freeway Rick, man, we've been chopping it up and we've been building. And you know, my story, my book is so much like his life and so much like the shit that happened to him. And it was like, this is something, homie, that I sat down and I just started penning. And you got to understand, at the time I was doing this, I'm in this cell, so I'm in an isolated situation. You know what I'm saying? So while everybody's thinking about the news and the rent and this, that, and the third, I'm watching 3 news rotations a day. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Empire. I'm watching Snowfall. I'm sneaking watching Power on a cell phone. So while I'm writing my book and shit, I'm writing thinking that once COVID's up, everybody's gonna binge and watch everything there is on TV, and there's gonna be a gap there. So unbeknownst to me, I would get out, and Nick Cannon's cousin, Michelle Scott, is one of my closest friends. You know what I'm saying? And she's introduced me and brought me around a lot of people. So, you know, Shelly calls me one day and she said, man, I got Freeway Rick Ross on the phone and he's interested in what you're doing. And, you know, I went and met him at Roscoe's, and he's a very humble, strong-minded, intelligent individual, and I'll fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So we started building on the book, and he was like, man, I'd be happy to, you know, Freeway Rick Ross presents, man, just press play. So I'm pressing play.
Man, we got to have y'all both back on the show when that book comes out, man.
For facts.
But I just seen a interview with him. He is a humble dude, and if it wasn't for his humbleness, he probably wouldn't have made it back on his feet after he got out of jail. Because he was telling a story about how he was on Joe Rogan's podcast and he was telling Joe Rogan how he's hurting, he's homeless, and Joe Rogan told him he needed to make a shirt. And he was like, come on, man, with the fucking shirt. I need money. Give me some money.
Yeah.
He left.
Yeah.
He seen this white boy that recognized him. And the white boy was like, yo, I got a design for you for the shirt. He was like, all right, go ahead, cook it up. He gave him 100 shirts. He sold it right there, went back to Rogan, and the rest is history.
Come on, bro. You know, this is the thing about Rick, right? Rick, when I was talking to Rick, he was telling me that he was thinking about doing something about himself, and he was thinking about having Nick Cannon possibly play him. And he was saying the reason why was because he felt that Nick would be the most unassuming person to play him. Because in his real life, Rick was the most unassuming motherfucker to do what he did. Like,
right, you never expect him to do
dealer.
it.
He wasn't. Yeah, Rick was square as a pizza box. He was just good at what he did, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, he was good at what he did. He didn't gang bang, and he lived right in the center of the shit. You know what I'm saying? He just did him, and because he did him, you know, this is a testimony to these young cats that's out here in these streets. You don't have to be a gang member. You don't have to rap. You don't have to sing. You don't have to play basketball. You don't have to do none of that. All you gotta do is just be you. If who you are is cool as fuck, you know, Shock G told me this one night, bro. I swear to God, you know, rest in peace, Shock G. Shock G told me that he bought his glasses and his noses from a vendor from a train station when he was in Europe. He said he got a phone call from his manager and his agent told him, I got good news and bad news. Good news is y'all just went platinum. The bad news is some girl convinced her dad to get her favorite rapper a job. And he's going on tour with y'all. His name is Tupac something, give him a job. Shock G said he picked up these glasses and these noses and he went to his homies to tell them that they went platinum. He started clowning with the glasses and the noses, doing a Groucho Marx shit.
Right.
Half of his homies said, yo, that's stupid. Half of his homies said, yo, that's dope. He said he went on stage and he did that. And, you know, I remember going on tour with bro. And, you know, this the first 2 rows, maybe 30,000 people got glasses and noses. And this is in the, like 2015 or some shit. You know,
right. He
30
marketed
years later.
himself early.
So his point was to me, you know, and he turned his back on me and started walking upstairs. And he turned around, he said, Sophyne, I love you because you're who you are. Don't never stop being who you are. If I had to listen to the people that told me that was stupid and don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
So to y'all kids out there, yeah, be you. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, most
That's
definitely. Because if I would have listened to everybody else, we wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Come on, bro. You understand?
Right.
Say that shit. Because you're in a lane that wasn't popular. So at the end of the day, you got to understand that you're a visionary. You visionaried some shit. You know what I'm saying? When people are saying, nah, that's not it. You're like, yeah, that is it.
Right. Right. That's exactly right.
Trendsetter, not trend follow.
Once I had this little image in my head of a podcast, everybody tried to lock me down to one singular niche, one little one little category. And I'm like, I don't need one category. I'm gonna do one podcast with all the categories. And now we got 3 of them.
Yeah.
So we up.
Yes. I've been hearing that my whole life. Cause you know, I rap, I sing, you know, I write books, all this shit, right? So well, what are you gonna do? Because I would like to say I'm good at all these things, right? I might not be great, but I'm good, right?
Right.
So everybody's like, well, what do you want to do? Are you gonna be a rapper? Are you gonna sing? Are you gonna act? I'm gonna do all that shit. What you mean? They all related. Why can't I do everything? Exactly.
Why do you have to pick a lane when you good at all of them?
Why do I have to put my blunt down? If I gotta put my blunt down, why can Snoop smoke in the White House?
Right.
But if he couldn't, I'm gonna be the one to do it because I'm with the legalization of medical marijuana and the purposes of medical marijuana and what it does for us as a culture. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, most definitely.
The same way I wear this gold, this is a birthright right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm of African descent, so the same way I wear this weed, it come from the ground. This is our birthright, bro. I'm gonna smoke this.
Oh yeah, it's from the earth. God put this here for me and you. Take advantage, man.
And you, it's for me and you. Shout out to Apple Monkey, man. You know what I'm saying? We out there fucking with Apple Monkey too, my boy Bizzle, man. You already know what it is.
Shit, hell yeah. I want to thank you though from the bottom of my heart for coming on, brother. Do you got anything else that you want to tell the folks about you? Where we can find your music, what's up and coming, anything, links?
Yeah, man, all the time. So, man, y'all, please. I just did a movie. It's called Run Nixon. Y'all go check out the trailer. You can find on YouTube. That's Run Nixon. RUNNIXON. Run Nixon. Y'all check me out. That's coming out soon. We did some shit with cocaine. We got a movie with cocaine right now. The Alcoholics. We just did an alcoholic video, Smokeaholics. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Sophyne West on Instagram. Shout out to King Tech. Shout out to Desmos. Shout out to Tash from Alcoholics, King T. Hey, I love y'all. Shout out to Mr. Tan. We just did our video in these streets, man. It's coming to y'all soon. And of course, shout out to the Talking Junk Network. Y'all already know y'all fucking with my guy, and we in the building.
Hell yeah, fuck. I appreciate it. Now let's play that single you gave me.
Oh man, this is my single. Look at me now.
And YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, wherever we on right now. I don't own the rights to the music, but Sophyne does.
And you know it. We're gonna rock that shit too.
www.fineworldentertainment.com. This is an Ava Malone production. Look at me now, I'm doing this shit. You wish that you could. Look at me now. At first I was misunderstood. Now that I'm back, on top of my game, better than ever. Stacking this chain, all up in the club, making it rain, popping these bottles, pouring champagne. Yeah, look at me now, I'm doing this shit. You wish that you could. Look at me now. At first I was misunderstood. Now that I'm back, on top of my game, better than ever. Stacking this chain, all up in the club, making it rain, popping these bottles, pouring champagne. Yeah, 24 winters on the floor thing. Peanut butter color cocaine. Range blue curve cocaine. Brother said blew the whole thing. Turn the club to a trap house. 28 grams is a full ounce. At 15 more, now we up out the ghetto when I went to dock to get the bounce. Yeah, looking for a super bad bitch. Little bitty waist with some double D tits. Used to be broke, but now I'm the shit. Stack 100 bands, tell them they ain't seen shit. Pour a little Lloyd, smoke a few splips. Hit a couple corners, touch a few tips. I know brothers that's bosses and women that's killers, so nigga, we up in this bitch. Yeah. We gon' turn this thing up. Turn this thing up. Turn this thing up. When we fall in the club, we gon' turn this thing up. Turn this thing up. Turn this thing up. When we turn it, look at me now. I'm doing this shit. You wish that you could. Look at me now. At first I was misunderstood. Now that I'm back, on top of my game, better than ever. Stacking this chain, all up in the club, making it rain, popping these bottles, pouring champagne. Yeah, look at me now.
Woo! Fire. Melting my headphones right now. Fire. OG, it looked like you froze, but I thank you for coming on. Remember, go follow him, Sophyne, right on Instagram. We gonna. Oh, you still there? You still there, OG? All right, there we go. That single is fire, brother. Fire. Connection look like it's messing up, but I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on. We definitely, this ain't going to be the last time we rock. We're going to have you on another time, possibly on the takeover. So thank you. Thank you for coming on. We're going to let this Look At Me Now rock while we get out of here. Technical difficulties all around. It's all good. Look At Me Now, Sophyne West. Go look for that everywhere. Spotify, Apple, iTunes, everywhere. Go stream that. Tomorrow night in the break room, we talking worst mothers in history. Stay tuned.